It's another hot one out here, so sweating alert. It's gonna be pretty ugly today. I'm going to do another EMOM workout with you today. So it's kind of the companion to the lower body one we did earlier this week. Let's go ahead and start warming up and I'll talk to you about it a little bit. It's gonna be the same idea as you started with on Monday, earlier this week. We're going to do a quick one in the beginning, a cardio EMOM for 4 minutes, and then we're going to go through a series of other upper body ones, just mostly doing upper body with a little bit of cardio or a little bit sometimes they'll have two upper body strength sets together. So just follow along, I'll explain it to you. Hopefully you guys have had a good week, been enjoying some weather. Hopefully remember to look straight at the ground with these good mornings. Get that stretched out a little bit before we start. When we start, we're going to go right into that cardio starter. So it's 4 minutes of cardio. With the upper body today, you're not going to want to go crazy fast. It's not about getting it done super fast. You still want to take the time to resist on the way down. All right, nice job. Get the squats and kicks in, legs warmed up a little bit. Do some reverse lunges. There's a little breeze right now, actually. Hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. Sometimes it, depending upon the way it's coming, kind of messes with the volume, and it sounds very loud in the boom, back and forth. Get the side lunges in. I think these are one of my favorites because that stretch on the inside of that leg, those inner thighs, hard to get. All right, we will start with our cardio starter. Okay, an EMOM workout just means that it is an every minute on the minute workout. Meaning at the beginning of every minute, you're going to have a set of exercises that you do. And once you're done with that, then you stop and take a break until the next minute starts. And once that minute starts, you go again. Each of our sets will have 4 minutes in it. So we'll start a set of exercises 4 times. This first cardio starter, I'll show you the modified, and if you want to take it up in intensity, but I will have it written on the screen as well. Okay, that first one is going to be, we're doing those squat jacks. So a modified version is going to be just taking a little slower pace, and 10. If you're going to do a more intense version, your arm stays above your head and you think about quick feet. So it's trying to go as fast as you can for 20 of those. Then the next one is going to be either the modified version would be 10 high knee skips, or the higher intensity, 20 high knees. You guys that did that leg workout are like, wait a second, are we doing mountain climbers again? No, we're not. It's gonna be knee ups. I like side knee ups, but we're doing 10 knee ups to each side, all right? So if you wanna go straight back, you can. I'm definitely faster to the side. All right, we will get started here. So kind of make your decision. Are you going to do the higher intensity or the modified? Try to stick with it, okay? All right, we're going to start with those squat jacks. We're going to do 20 of those, 20 high knees, and 20 knee ups, or you're going to do, if you're doing the modified, you're going to do 10 squat jacks with your arms down, 10 high knee skips, and then 10 knee ups each side. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to forewarn you, if you did not do the other one, it's going to be kind of a quiet workout because I am going to be counting I'll lose my track of my counting. If you haven't finished that up yet, just stop so you can get a little bit of a break. And then we'll get started again on the next minute. But try to get your breathing in order here before you start that next set. We're on those squat jacks. 3, 2, 1, and start. Okay, it is really hot out here. It's going to be I'm going to be breathing a lot, so don't get yourself stressed. Turn your music up so you can't hear me. If you're not done yet, take a break. But get ready here, get your breathing in order. Remember, arms down for lower intensity. Keep that core tight on all of these. 2, 1. Get your breathing. Try to get that finished up. One more time through. After that, it'll be a little less intense with the cardio. If you haven't stopped, just stop for a second. Get your breathing back in order before we have to start again. Last set here. Then we're going to move on to strength. 3, 2, 1. Start. Dude. Okay. Take your time and finish it up here. We don't have to do it again, so you can just finish up that set. As you're finishing it up, I'm just going to tell you, remember when you're doing those exercises, the cardio part, you can try to be speedy. I'm being speedy, probably not quite as speedy as if I was doing it completely on my own. So if I'm going slower than you are, keep going. All right, if I'm going faster, totally fine. You do your own pace on this. All right, you do you. This is all about you. Okay. All right, moving on to set 1, strength. Okay, I am going to start the first set with the chest press, and I'm going to be on a stepper. If you have a stepper, you can use that. If you have a Bosu ball, you can use that. You just have to keep your hips up. Or if you have a bench, you could use that. If you do not, just do it on the floor. That's generally how we show you guys anyway, because we're not sure if you have them, but I did think today I might show you if you have a stepper, you can use that as a bench. Chest press is going to be 10. So our number is going to be 10. And I have a feeling you guys probably don't have super heavy weights, so we'll have to be thoughtful about controlling it on the way down. When you drop this down for the chest press, we're going to start with that palm away from you. And as you drop this down, you want to maintain this 45-degree angle here. I don't want this out here. That's way too much on my shoulder. So I want to think about a 45-degree angle. I'm going to drop that down just like I'm thinking about if I had a bar, it would touch my chest and then push it straight back up. So we're going to do 10 of these chest press. Try to control on the way down. We're going to drop one of those weights and we're just going to do 5 squat and presses. So this is going to get our heart rate back up again. It's also going to work our shoulders a little bit. So you're just dropping down to 1 weight. You might need a lighter weight. Keep those knees back. It's like a sumo squat. Pull that up like a bicep curl, straight up to a press, and back down. 1, and that's it. We're gonna go and do 5, all right? Okay, we will start that set. Get yourself ready, grab the weight you think you need, and we're gonna start with that chest press. Keep that back pushed into the ground and try to control on the way down. Not about speed with the strength. So get ready, 3, 2, 1. You're shooting for 10. Get up, you're just going to go right into these. 5 of these. And then get right back. I would go ahead and get ready so that you're ready again. When you're doing these, remember you're controlling on the way down. You can go faster on the way up, but control on the way down. Also think about exhaling when you're pushing up on these, on the exertion. I'm going to go ahead and lay back down. 2, 1, and start. Keep that back pushed into the ground. I talked, I think I lost track. Do another one just in case. And 5 of these, remember. You can go speedier on the squat and press. That's your cardio. Try not to go crazy speedy on the chest press. Watch when you're going up above that you're not hyperextending your elbows, pushing too hard. And also think when you're doing that squat and press, get ready. 2, 1. Try to remember when you're doing that squat and press to keep that core nice and tight. If you feel that in your low back, go down and wait. Remember, slow on the way down. Try to get at least control on the way down. And go speedier on the way up. Quickly between these. Get ready. This is our last one here. This is set number 4. I tried to talk and use my fingers. I think that kind of slowed me down a little bit. All right, get yourself ready. We're going to start in a minute. 2, 1. Like I said the other day, don't pay attention to the rest. She's telling fibs. Almost there. All right, finish up, get a drink, and you're already done with set number 1. Okay, moving on to set number 2, we are going to do bicep curls. So we're giving that chest and tricep a break here. What I'd like you to do when you do the bicep curls is to squeeze your glutes, to think about kind of tucking those hips so that you have that core nice and tight. And I'm going to keep those elbows pinned to my side right here. I'm not going to let the elbow come back or forward. I'm going to keep it pinned right here. Before I start any motion though, I'm tucking that shoulder blade back in its pocket and I'm going to make sure it stays there. So when it comes up, my hand's coming up to my shoulder. I'm not going to pull my shoulder forward to my elbow or to my wrist. okay? Keep the shoulder back, pin back, and down. The other thing that we see is a lot of times is either elbows coming forward or elbows going back, all right? So you have 10 of those, and that's paired with 10 lateral hops. So we're just doing that. If you find 10 is too much, you can always go to 10 march and reach, all right? Alrighty, so let's get started. Grab your weights, and here we go. Set everything back in and start. Keep those shoulders back. Is that my cushion? You see my chairs there? All right. Get your breathing back in order. Ask yourself, did you have the right weight? You can watch yourself in the mirror. Were your shoulders coming forward? Were your elbows coming forward? Get ready. 2, 1. Squeeze those glutes. All the way down. I am going to mention, when you're doing bicep curls, if you have issue with your elbow, twist it at the bottom. That will help with that. Also squeeze those weights up. That will help set that, that elbow in a more protected position. So start with it like this if you have elbow issues. Get your breathing and start.
Exercise 1.
This is what I mean by switch. You have elbows, do that. Elbow issues. Not if you have elbows. We all have elbows. Oh, probably taking heavy weight. All right. You're surely going faster than I am, I think, probably.
That's halfway.
All right. Last set here. Think about if you have the right weight. If it's been very light, try to go up in weight. Mine has not been, so I'm staying where I am. Alrighty, let's get ready. 2, 1. Elbows in, shoulders in their spot. Remember, you're controlling that way down. I'm going to do an extra one just in case. All right. Should be getting done. If you need a longer break after this, after the next explanation, you can always pause it, okay? Alrighty, we are doing 10 tricep dips. Your triceps have had a break after this chest press while we were doing those bicep curls, so they should be pretty well rested. If you have a chair or something like that, that would be great. If you have the bench, that's perfect too. So on the tricep dips, I'm going to show you here so you can see. If you had like a chair, you'll just grab a hold of that, the edge of that chair. You're You're going to sit as straight to the chair, as straight back as you can, and keep your back as close to the chair as you can. You're dropping down, and I want to make sure that when I drop down, I don't think I can, but I don't want those elbows to go up past my shoulders, okay? I want to make sure that I keep it at least at that 90, but I'm thinking about a straight back and push straight back up. If I let myself come out here, way too much on my shoulders. So if you feel it on your shoulders, ask yourself, do I need to sit straight back up a little bit more? You can keep your feet like this, or like this. If you're like this especially, you can really think about it. I'm gonna keep my back nice and straight, keep it right next to it, and straight back up, okay? That's gonna be paired with either 20 bench hops or 10 high knee skips. You're gonna go back to those high knee skips. If you have a bench, I'm gonna do it over top of this. If you have a bench, you're just grabbing a hold and you're hopping side to side of it. If you do not have a bench, you're gonna grab a hold of that chair and you're just hopping back and forth, pretending like you have a bench hop. You could even lay a weight there if you wanna jump over it, all right? I will probably do tricep dips here and I'll do the bench hops there. All right, so our number is 10 tricep dips, 20 bench hops, all right? Let's get ready. Remember, if you don't have a bench, and if it's a little bit scary to you, even to jump with it with your hands on the chair, just do high knee skips. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Get right into it. Okay, if you find the bench hop number is wearing you out, if you need to take an extra hop on each side to get over, take that number down to 10. All right, so it'll be 10 to 12 of those. Get yourself ready again. Okay, so if you felt it in your shoulders, bend your knees so that you have a little bit more ability to keep your back straight. All right, and a little bit more support. You can use your legs a little bit. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'll do it with you with my back or with my knees bent. Good job. If you can't make it through all 10, stop, sit up, and just come back to it. Remember, if it feels like that's too much, take the number down or high knee skips. All right, we're on set number 3. We're moving along. Get your breathing back in order. Remember to bend your legs if you're feeling it in your shoulders. Keep that back close. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. I'll do it here so you guys can see that too. One more set. Those bench hops should help you keep that heart rate up. That's our plan. You got one more set of dips. Then your triceps will get a break. Keep that back. I'll do the dips with my legs bent this time. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Back nice and straight. I'll go back to the bench. Great job, finish up here. Awesome job, take your time. It's nothing after this, you get a break after this, so finish up. Get a drink, come back to me. We are on set number 4. One, which is really set number 5, so you're halfway through. Okay, our next set we're gonna hit back, and if you haven't caught on, our number for the strength stuff is 10. So we're going to do 10 one-arm rows. You're gonna do 10 on each side. I just want to mention to you, with the one-arm rows, I'm hinged at the hips, my feet are straight, and I have a palm on either a chair that you had, whatever you use for the bench, whatever you're using. We're gonna keep it like that, okay? I'm gonna be looking straight down at my hand. I don't wanna be looking up here watching myself in the mirror. That's too much tension right here. But the first motion I do is I'm gonna pull that shoulder blade back in its pocket, set that shoulder blade back in its pocket, and then I'm gonna row. From here to here, the motion is a lot of bicep. From here to here, it's more back. So if you feel like you get done with these 10 rows on one side and you're like, man, my bicep's killing me, it's probably because of one of two things. You didn't have your shoulder blade set in its pocket to start with, and you weren't bringing it up quite high enough. If you're just doing this, it's a whole lot of bicep. And then 5 side shuffles. So you're gonna go laterally, come down, touch the inside of your toe, foot if you can. If you have back issues, just stop, okay? Don't try to reach down. Going to the other side. And that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right? So this should be a heavier weight for you. Like chest press, this should be a heavier weight. Alrighty, so get ready, grab that weight. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Remember to look down. I feel a huge difference when I pull up. I definitely feel it much more on my shoulder blade. I will tell you that the cardios in these first couple are a little bit harder, okay? I'm kind of short on the room. It's probably better if you have a little bit more space. We're trying to get that heart rate up, and then we'll have a couple that is not as bad. You should be able to appreciate it. Whoops, starting, and start. Look down. Ask yourself if you're feeling that in your back or in your biceps. I'll watch the time better this time, I promise you. Last time I wasn't paying attention. 10-second warning. Grab that weight, get ready. I can totally feel that in my shoulder. 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Make sure you're looking down, make sure you're squeezing with that shoulder blade.
That's halfway.
I don't know if I got my numbers right there. All right. This is your last time here. 4 went fast. Get ready. Grab that weight. 2, 1. Set that shoulder blade.
That's halfway.
Going in and out of the screen. All right, finish up there. Hopefully you're feeling that right there. I mean, I am feeling it right there. I think it has something to do with my workout 2 days ago though. All right, take your time, get this one finished, and we'll move on to your next set. Hopefully this isn't quite in high def enough that you can see all the sweat dripping off me, because it is gross. All right, we are gonna hit shoulders right now. This is the last of the cardios though. I did shoulders the other day, and I'm too lazy to go get it in between weight, which is what I need. These are a little bit light for me, so if I'm going fast, don't be stressed. It's just that this weight is a little light for me. So if you're not keeping up with me, don't worry about that. All right, what we're gonna do is we're doing 10 again. We're gonna do something a little different than you may have done. We're gonna do a front and a lateral raise at the same time. So one arm's going to the front, one arm's going to the side. I'm squeezing those glutes. I'm raising up, front and side, down. I'm switching, out, front and side, down, out, front and side. You remember we talked about using multiple planes at the same time is a really good thing for your body. So you have a choice. It is either gonna be 5 burpees. Okay, so you know burpees, when we do burpees, keep that core nice and solid, kick back, don't let the hips sag, jump together, and you can either stand up or do the hop. So it would look like this if it's fast. Okay? Or you can do 10 jumping jacks. If you find that the number 10, by the time you're getting done on the jumping jacks is too much, you can go to 5 jumping jacks. Alrighty? So think about what weights you need for those shoulders, grab them, and we will get started. Remember, anytime you need a longer break, hit the pause button. That's the beauty of videos. And in class, you can't hit the pause button. I know they want to sometimes. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Front and side. Good. Nice. Remember, you have a choice between burpees and jumping jacks. I'll be honest, 5 burpees for me is like such a nice number. I actually kind of enjoy it. Gets my heart rate up, it's not terrible. So ask yourself right now, did you have the right weight? If you didn't, switch weights. You might need to go lower. You might be able to challenge yourself with a heavier weight. Ask yourself, get ready, squeeze those glutes, keep that core tight, and start. Still resisting on the way down. I may have miscounted, so if I did, don't pay attention to me.
That's halfway.
Try to get your breathing back in order. Just remember, that's the last of the hard cardios. I will say, if you committed to burpees and you're stopping the burpees because you just feel tired or worn out, ask yourself if you really have to. It's only 2 more sets. Breathing in order. Get ready. 2, 1, and start.
Exercise 1.
Keep that core tight. Still resist on the way down. Don't let it fly down. Nice job. I feel so bad because I cannot count and talk, and so if I do, I mess up with the count. out, so I feel bad because I know I'm not talking and encouraging you guys. Sorry. Just hopefully my sweating will encourage you. Last set. If you've done 3 sets of burpees, do not stop with doing the burpees this time. Stick with it, you got it. Alrighty, get yourself ready. Last set here. And remember, next one there's no cardio. Yay! You get to lay on the floor. 1, and start. Squeeze those glutes. Remember to control on the way down, don't let them fly. Finish up, grab a towel, wipe your sweat, maybe that's just me. Get your breathing back in order, and grab your water and just watch me on the next one. Just say you're gonna be so happy you get to lay the whole time. So, we are going to do flies and tricep extensions. On these, we'll start with the flies. So you're gonna lay down. Thunder coming. Those palms are facing each other and my elbows are pretty straight but not completely locked out. If you go out on a fly with your elbows locked, you're going to really hurt your elbow. So you want to have a slight bend in it, but lock it in that position, because when I open up, I want my arms to be pretty straight. What I don't want to do is have my arms come down like this. If I have my arms come down like this is almost like a chest press, right? So I want to think about flies. We'll take out using the tricep muscle for that, because we really don't want to use that tricep. We want to only use the chest muscle, because we're going to do 10 of those flies and we're going to do 3/4 flies so that we open up and you're only coming up to about 3/4 of the way. All right. We're going to keep those chest muscles under tension. Then we're coming straight to the top and we're going to come down and do tricep extensions. On tricep extensions, I make sure that my elbow is facing up. This part of my arm is not moving, just my forearm. Comes down by my ears and straight back up. If I can only get it about here and straight back up, I probably need to go down and wait. Or if my elbows are going out to the side or kicking to the front, see where my elbow's pointing now? That means the weight is probably a little bit too heavy, all right? And again, I'm too lazy. so by the end of this, you may see me struggling a little bit, but that's good. Alrighty, so get ready. We're gonna start with those flies. Grab that weight. 3, 2, 1. Push that back into the ground. Remember, you're only doing 3/4. Stop before you come the whole way to the top. Still control. I will say, if you're getting done the strength portion way ahead of me, you probably need to slow down a little bit. Going right into the tricep.
That's halfway.
We don't get a huge break on this. No cardio, but we're moving pretty fast in between. So get ready for those flies again. 3, 2, 1. Remember, it's just 3/4. Straight into the tricep. Make sure those elbows are facing up. Tight core. to make sure that you're bringing it the whole way down and the whole way back up. And if you need to switch weights in between, switch weights in between. I should have said that earlier. It does not have to be the same weight. 2, 1.
Exercise.
When I did it the other day, trying it out, I did switch weights. Should be feeling that in the chest muscles for sure.
That's halfway.
Make sure you're offering some resistance on the way down. You should be feeling both of those by now. That was your third set. We're going to hit this fourth set, so you should definitely be feeling both. If you need to switch it now. We don't have much time. Get your breathing in order. Get yourself set.
3,
2, 1. Last set here.
rest. That's halfway.
Digging deep on those last couple. Try to remind yourself too to breathe out. Always breathe out on the push. Okay? Hopefully we'll get our last 2 sets in. It looks like it's getting ready to rain.
Exercise 1.
All right. Better move on quick. Okay, we're gonna hit back on this set. We do have cardio, but trust me, it's not a bad one. We're gonna do reverse flies. On reverse flies, I'm gonna keep these knees bent. I'm gonna hinge at the hips. The more I am upright, the less it's gonna bother my back, but a little bit more of the shoulders is gonna be. The more I'm bent over, the more it'll be my back and my rear delts. If you have lower back issues though, you're gonna wanna stay upright a little bit, okay? So, if I'm feeling it in my back, all I need to do is come up to a little bit higher level. My hands and my palms are facing each other, and I'm gonna look straight down at the ground and lift out to the side and down. If I can, I'm gonna try to stay pretty bent over, look down to the ground, out and down. You wanna have a weight that you can do it without doing a lot of bouncing. If you feel like you have to go like that, it's too heavy of a weight. And that's gonna be paired with 20 or 30 skiers, okay? Just like that. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
We're gonna try to squeeze those shoulder blades in the back. Control on the way down. Look straight between your feet almost. Lead with your elbows to the back. Keep that core tight. And skiers are your own count, 20 to 30.
That's halfway.
Remember, you're going to try to breathe when you're pulling out. Breathe out when you're pulling out. So grab that weight. Think about if that weight was really too heavy, go down a weight. If it was really too light, try to go up a little bit.
3,
Get ready. 2, 1. Looking straight down. Make sure you're looking straight down, squeezing up. Try to get a good range of motion. Lead with those elbows. Remember, if you feel that in your back, try to stay upright more. 2 more sets here. You're close to getting done. If you're feeling this in your neck, ask yourself if you're looking out ahead of you. Even just looking at the floor slightly in front of you is going to put tension in that neck. So get ready.
3, 2,
Look down towards your feet.
exercise 1.
Start. Still resisting on the way down. I might have lost count on that one. You guys might hear the thunder. Still sunny, like it's nice clouds on top of me, so I don't know. All right, last set here. We're gonna get it done before my rain. Remember, look straight down or down towards your feet. You don't want to get that tension in your upper back or your neck. If you feel it, go down and wait. 1 and start. Try to resist the down.
That's halfway.
So just finish up there. Take your time. And we're gonna hit this last set. Okay, it's only been about a minute and the sun's back out again, so who knows. All right, we're gonna hit these last 2, we're gonna hit your biceps and your shoulders again. Those are the only 2 muscle groups we didn't hit twice. So we're gonna start with hammer curls. When we do these hammer curls, we're gonna tuck squeeze your glutes and keep your knees slightly bent. I'm putting those shoulder blades back in my pocket. When I do these hammer curls, when I bring that weight back down, I'm gonna aim for those thighs. As soon as I touch the thighs, I'm coming right back up again. That's gonna keep these bicep muscles under tension the entire time. Definitely, if you have a mirror, watch yourself, because when we see people do hammer curls, this is definitely what happens. The elbows move forward and backwards almost all the time. And a hammer curl just means that your palms are facing each other instead of open, all right? That's gonna be paired with shoulder press. So, shoulder press for sure, when I'm lifting that weight above, I really wanna squeeze those glutes and tighten that core. The tendency is to hyperextend my back, stick my butt out, and that will definitely hurt your back. So we're just letting these weights come down slightly past that 90 and pushing straight overhead. When I squeeze overhead, my butt wants to go out, so I have to squeeze those glutes and protect that low back. Bring it right back down, and we're doing 10 of those, alrighty? So you may need 2 different weights. Just make sure you have them beside you so you can switch them quickly and efficiently, all right? Last set, then we get to stretch. 4 minutes, you're done. Get ready. 3, 2, I lied. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Hammer curls, tuck those shoulder blades, tap. Going right into this. Squeeze those glutes. Control on the way down.
That's halfway.
You're not going to have a huge long break, just like the last time, because that we did the 2 weights together. You should take some time with those if you're controlling on the way down. It looks like these are 2 different weights. They're not. Meg has a set, we have a set. Somewhere along the line we mixed them up. All right, get ready. Set 2, here we go. 1. Keep those shoulder blades back. Elbows in. to think, do I feel that in my back? If I do, I need to squeeze those glutes more, possibly go down in weight. If you're not feeling it at all, you could go up in weight. Get those weights ready. 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Squeezing those glutes.
That's halfway.
You only have one more set here. And then I will stretch you out. So you have one more minute after this, all right? You got it. You are strong. Okay, get ready. Last set here. Keep those elbows in nice and tight.
Rest.
Start.
That's halfway.
Finish your setup. Take your time. Great job as you're finishing up. Awesome job. I think you burned calories, built muscle. It was a good day. Okay, yay! Great job today. You guys did an awesome job, strength and cardio. All right, we're gonna stretch out. We're gonna think about upper body today. So first thing, just reach those arms straight up. If you have a strap, you can go all the way around. We're gonna pull to the side. It is so stinking hot out here. It's funny, now after we're done, I'm feeling a little like, ugh. All right, now, what I'd like you to do is reach this hand, your right hand, back behind. Try to get that arm back as far as you can. Reach it all the way up. When you come to the top, turn it towards your palm towards you and bring it down. And now we're gonna go straight back up and around again. Up, palm towards you. Now we're gonna start to turn it towards the back and open up. Good. Start with the same thing. We're gonna go the other way. So we're reaching out the back, palms going up, gets to the top, it's gonna come to facing you and straight down. We're gonna go straight back up, open that palm to the outside, and reach back. Now we're gonna reach straight out. Look straight down at your feet and just do a tabletop. Drop those arms down and just hang a second. Just let that back decompress. Let's walk out into that plank. We'll bring that right leg forward. Just gonna stretch that out a little bit. Switch sides, bring the other leg up. Stretch that out a little bit. Now we're gonna bring those legs back and stretch back into that down dog. Pedal those heels back and forth. And if you can, walk your hands in just slightly and try to get those heels to the ground. Now we're gonna go to the tabletop. Here's where we're really gonna hit that back. So we're at tabletop. Try to have those wrists underneath your shoulders, and we're gonna separate the shoulders. Not thinking so much of curling your spine, but separating these two shoulder blades and pulling them apart, pushing the top of your back to the ceiling. That's what we're thinking about. You wanna keep your shoulder blades very mobile. That's actually what causes a lot of shoulder injury. when that shoulder blade's not moving the way it's supposed to, and it kind of gets stuck, that immobility causes the shoulder to start to move in unhealthy way, and that's where we get bone spurs and things like that. So knees open up and sink back down into that child's pose, looking straight at the ground. Now we're going to walk that hand to the 45, bring the other hand over, keep those elbows taut so that you feel that down your lap. And switch sides. Take the other side over. Good. Bring those hands to the front again, and we're going to take that right arm underneath the left and stretch out that shoulder. We use that shoulder a good bit. Switch sides. That left arm underneath. Stretch that shoulder out. Now we're going to put your elbow into the ground. Before you start to push down, you have to pull back. So you're going to pull back, then start to push down. You should get a stretch, really good stretch in that tricep and down that lat. So I want to pull back, then start to push down, and I'm going to open up that other side. Switch sides. This is one of the best tricep stretches for me. So pull back, push down, and open up. Really feel that in my tricep. Now we're going to come up, we're going to stretch out those wrists and those forearms a little bit. So flip those arms around and just start to lean back. You may not get much motion here, but you're going to just try to lean back and stretch that out. Release it, and then we're going to go back one more time. After you've been holding those weights, those forearms can get kind of sore. We're going to flip those wrists around and just stretch that out a little bit. Very small motion here, probably not going to get a ton. Okay. So for your shoulder and your chest, what we're going to do is you're going to lay on the ground, and I'm going to put one leg up. So I'm putting my right leg up. My left arm is going to go straight out to the side. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of like this. And I'm just going to push up with my chest and stretch this shoulder out a little bit. Stretch it, but make sure it's not hurting, okay? If it's painful, stop. So to the other side, trying to save my leggings as much as I can, is going straight out. I'm pulling this leg up, and I'm pushing over on this side. Okay. Now come up. Go to our backs, grab that loop band. I'm going to grab that right leg and pull that right leg back. Now take that strap or that band and take it to the outside. And turn that toe to the center and drop it to the inside. Look at that ankle on my knee. And pull that back towards me. You can either grab it here or underneath your knee. If you grab it underneath your knee, then use that elbow. Show you. Use that elbow to open up that hip a little bit. Now I'm going to drop that foot to the ground. I'm going to take this right knee and drop it all the way over to the other side. The right arm is going to go out and the palm is down. I'm going to walk that hand up just a little bit, and I should feel a stretch in the front of that shoulder while I'm getting a stretch on that hip and my lower back. I should feel a stretch in that right shoulder. Now I'm going to come back to center and drop to the other side. And now I'm going to feel a stretch in the front of that psoas and that thigh muscle on my left side. Now we're going to put the right leg out. The left leg we're going to grab, if I can find my strap or my loop band. Left leg goes up. Take that to the outside. And turn that toe to the inside and drop it to the inside. We'll drop that ankle on your knee and pull that back towards you. And like I said, you can grab your knee there. If you grab under your knee, you can use that elbow to open that hip up. There's a huge difference there if you have that elbow up in that knee. You'll feel it in your left hip. Just enjoy that stretch. This is really good for your low back. Drop that foot to the ground. The left knee is going to come over to the right side now. It's going to drop over. Now I'm going to take that left arm and reach that left arm out, palm down, and walk that up a couple of inches. And I should feel a good stretch in the front of that shoulder. Good. Okay. Let's get a little bit more of this upper body real quick. So, coming up, we're going to reach that right arm across. From the inside, I'm pulling that arm down, and I'm going to lean away. So you should feel a big difference between just pulling it across and pulling it down and leaning away. Switch sides, so pulling that shoulder across, now I'm pulling it down. As soon as I pull it down, I feel it, and I'm leaning away. All right, take that right arm and walk it to the right shoulder blade. I'm going to take that left hand and grab a hold of that elbow and pull it. Now, I don't want to be hunched over, so I want to think, open up those rib cage, sit up nice and straight, and you should feel more of a stretch on that side. Lean slightly to that side and switch sides. So left arm goes to the left shoulder blade. I'm going to grab with that right arm, lift up, and get a nice stretch there. Stretch out that chest, so we're going to pull straight back. Go to the Y and to the W. And before we're done, if you have a second, I'd like to stretch out your neck because I know sometimes we hold a lot of tension in our neck when we're doing upper body. So sit up nice and straight. We're going to use that hand to stretch out that neck some. So you're just using the weight of your hand. Don't pull on it. You're not pulling on it. So I'm going to grab a hold of the side of my head. And I'm just going to slightly let the weight of that hand and that arm pull my neck just a little bit and stretch that out. Just relax. Now I'm going to take my chin and lift it up slightly. You're going to feel a little bit different spot. Always with your neck, you're moving very slowly and very gently. And now look down slightly, and you should feel that in a little different spot. It's amazing how just moving your chin slightly will make that stretch completely different. So take your hand off and slowly bring your neck up. We're going to roll it around one direction, take it the other way, and now we're going to stretch out the other side. So we're sitting up nice and straight. Take that hand across, just let it lightly pull it over. If you're feeling a ton of pain, you know what that's telling you, to stop. I'm going to stretch this out though. If you have neck pain, this is a good thing to do. Now we're going to take that chin and look down slightly. You'll feel that more towards the back. And now we're going to take the chin and look up slightly. I feel it more towards the front. Release that slowly. Sit up, and we're going to roll that neck around again. Nice and slow. And go the other way. Okay. If you have a spot that you can, go to a doorway, put your forearm on the doorway, and then just step away from it, and we'll stretch out that shoulder and those chest muscles again. Great job today. You conquered the EMOM. See you next time.